Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Glory Days boxing. We've taken the 10 fighters who have 10 stars and we're going to have a 10-star Elite Championship tournament. 15-round fights. And our first matchup is Rocky Marciano versus Joe Frazier. I will roll the dice and call the results. Our next matchup will be James J. Jeffries and Gene Tunney. These were randomly picked by the dice. Then you have Mike Tyson taking on Jack Johnson. Peter Jackson versus Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber. And then Muhammad Ali versus Jack Dempsey. It's kind of funny we have that matchup again, as we did that with Title Bout Championship Boxing in one of our big fights that we showcase on the channel page. So, alrighty, without any further ado, let's get to ringside and play some Glory Days boxing, which you can purchase on Sideline Strategy, brought to you by our great friend from Bleacher Bums Gaming, Anthony. So once again, it's Rocky Marciano and Joe Frazier, 15 rounds. The winner advances in our 10-star heavyweight tournament. Marciano, 49 wins, no defeats, no draws, and 43 by stoppages. Joe Frazier, 32 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 27 by stoppages. Marciano will be the red die. Frazier is the blue die. You roll for the control stars. Whoever has the best result has control. If they have equal, it's a toe-to-toe exchange. The red die, you then roll the 2 10-sided die, reading the black die first. That is the punch result, whether punches were land, missed, clinch, or a foul. And then this die will be your special result. Power checks, knockdown checks, KO checks, cuts, fouls. All right, here we go. Ken Castro, a great sports writer extraordinaire from the great state of Rhode Island, is at ringside, along with the original Grognard, our good friend Devin. Check out that wonderful military strategy channel. We have, since they both have 10 stars, we rolled dice to see if it was a toe-to-toe exchange on the first happenings of the bout. Frazier rolled the higher die, so he'll go first if it's a toe-to-toe exchange in this case. So here we go, round number 1. It's a 4 for Marciano and a 2 for Frazier. That's 1 star on the outside for Marciano. That's not where he wants to be. And nothing for Frazier, so Marciano's going to wing away from the outside. He lands at a 0 through 42 clip, and that's a 77. He misses. Frazier with an opportunity to counter. He counters 1 through 6, and that's an 8. So both fighters miss with their punches. Segment 2, round 1. That's a 2 for Rocky Marciano, 2 stars on the inside, and a 3 for Smokin' Joe Frazier, 2 stars on the inside. It's a toe-to-toe exchange. Marciano will go first. And that's a 32 on the inside. That's where the Rock wants to be. He lands 0 through 57, so that's a 32. Rocky Marciano lands a 3-punch combination, working hard on the inside, digging to the body and up to the head. Let's see if Frazier can block anything. He needs a 1 through 3 to block, and that's a 5. He will not block. In fact, Marciano digs another shot to the rib cage. He lands 4. We will go power check for the Rock. 7 and under is good. It's a 19. It's a cut check. We'll check that after. Now Frazier in this toe-to-toe exchange, he'll go on the inside, and he lands 0 through 58, and that's a 64. He misses, and Marciano has an opportunity to counter, and that is a 6. And Marciano lands the counter. 2 more thudding shots by the Rock. 6 punches landed by Marciano. Remember, we have to check a cut check now. Joe Frazier's cut check is a 5, and it's a 13, so no cut there. Segment 3, so Marciano ripping shots on the inside. Marciano in control. That is a 2 for Rocky Marciano. 2 stars on the inside against a 6. 3 stars on the inside. So they're mauling and brawling. Frazier gets the better of it. He's going to throw from the inside, and that is a 91. A 91 for Joe Frazier. They fall into a clinch. The referee breaks him as they're holding and hitting. We move to segment 4. Here we go again. A 6 for Marciano. That's the best you can get for him. That's 3 stars on the inside against a 1. 2 stars on the inside. Marciano backing up Frazier. Marciano punching away on the inside. That is an 18 for Rocky Marciano. Marciano lands 4 punches. Again, digging hooks to the body and up to the head. He's up to 10 punches scored. Frazier, 15, doesn't block anything. Now we go power check for Rocky Marciano. 7 and under, and that's a 4. Frazier has to survive a knockdown, which Marciano has an Iceman trait, so that's +1 to opponent's chin for a KO rating, though. So that doesn't come into play right now. And we've already deducted 5 stamina points because Joe Frazier's special trait was Mauler. Subtract 5 from his opponent's stamina to start the fight. So Frazier, a 5 and under, he is hurt. A 2 and under, he goes down. And it's a 13. He survives those punishing blows for Marciano. A big round for Rocky Marciano here in the opening stanza. We go to segment 5. And that's a 5 for Marciano. Nothing on the outside against a 6 from Frazier. And Frazier gets in on the inside. He's going to bang away at the body and head. And that is a 69. He misses. Marciano with an opportunity to counter again. 1 through 6. He lands. That's an 8. Nothing lands. They throw punches. They tie up. They push each other away. Almost to the close of round number 1. And it's a 2 for Marciano. 2 stars on the inside and a 1 for Frazier. 2 stars on the inside. They will go toe-to-toe. Marciano will go first. And oh, that's a 5. Marciano on the inside pummels Frazier with 5 punches. Last one being a short right to the head. He's up to 15 blows landed. Will Frazier block any of them? 1 through 3 he blocks. That's an 11. That's nothing. We'll go power check after for Marciano. Now Frazier banging away on the inside, and that's a 24. He's going to come right back. That was a toe-to-toe exchange, a 24. He lands 3 hard punches. Those are the first punches of the round he lands. Will Marciano block or add to it? That's a 3. And Frazier pounds Marciano with 2 more shots. A left to the body and up to the head. Power check for Rocky Marciano. 13, no. Power check for Joe Frazier. A 3! A 3, Frazier. That's a possible knockdown for Marciano. Again, he goes down 2 or under. He's hurt 5 or under. And it's a 1! Marciano goes down! After a big round, Marciano is caught on the chin, a la Archie Moore. And he is dropped in the first round. Marciano must get up now. He gets up with anything but a 1. It's a 9. He is up. He takes the mandatory 8 count. He is a little bit dazed. So a big round for Rocky Marciano now turns into a 10-8 round for Joe Frazier. Frazier goes unopposed in segment 7. That's a 6. He gets on the inside. That's where he wants to be. He lands 0 through 58. And that is an 89. He misses. No countering opportunity. When you're hurt, Marciano regains his senses. Final 40 seconds of boxing here in round number 1. What a round it's been. A 2 for Marciano. That's 2 stars on the inside against a 5. 1 star on the inside. Marciano seems to have regrouped. And that is a 64. He misses. Chance for Frazier to counter. That's an 8. He misses on the counter. He lands 1 through 6. That's an 8. We come to the final 25 seconds of a hellacious first round of boxing. And that's 4s for both fighters. 1 for Marciano on the outside, and 2 for Frazier on the outside. So Frazier's going to try to land a jab and a right hand, it looks like here. And that's an 18. Frazier not as proficient from the outside, but the 18 is a beautiful 4-punch combination as he worked his way close. So that's 9 punches landed by Frazier. Will Marciano block any? No, he won't. Power check. No, and there's the bell. So that is it's a 10-9 round for Frazier due to the a 10-8 round due to the knockdown. So Frazier scores a knockdown. Marciano went down. And Marciano's, let's go to our board here. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the test stuff here. Let me get rid of that. Yep. So Frazier's was actually, he only scored 9 punches, but he got the big knockdown. Marciano scored 15 punches. Frazier did score the knockdown, so that's going to be 9. Oh. 10-8 Frazier. Frazier scored knockdown. As we prepare for round number 2, let me just mark that on the chart here, my manual chart. So Marciano, 105 stamina. Frazier, 100 stamina. And you can see Marciano's down to 96. And Frazier is down to 85. So a round that was going all Rocky Marciano's way changes on that knockdown left hook on the button. Marciano got up at the count of 3, took the mandatory 8. So again, Marciano landed 15. Frazier 9. And it's 10-8. When we move on to round number 2, Frazier will have momentum. So here's round number 2. And snake eyes. So Marciano, 2 on the inside against 2 with Frazier on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Who will win this battle of wills? Frazier goes first out of the blue corner, and that's a 55. He will land 2 shots. Will Marciano block or add to it? Nope. So we'll check power after. And now Marciano, again, you have to remember they're throwing punches simultaneously. And that's a 44 for Marciano. He's going to land 2 punches. Will Frazier block anything? No, he won't. That's a 19. Power check for Frazier. Nothing. That's a 12. Marciano, that is a 6. And Marciano's power is a 7. Frazier will be hurt. 5 and under will go down. 2 and under. And it's a 9. So Frazier absorbs those blows well. And we move on to segment 2. These fighters are throwing bombs. Marciano, 2. Frazier, 2. 2 stars on the inside for Marciano. Nothing for Frazier on the outside. So it's all Rocky Marciano right here on the inside where he wants to be. And that's a 22, and that's going to be a really good result. 3 punches landed for the Rock. He digs 2 shots to the body and a short right to the head. 5 punches has landed. Will Frazier block anything? No, he won't. That's a 10. Power check for Marciano, and that is a 12. Frazier again absorbing a lot of punishment here. And that's a 1 for Marciano. 2 stars on the inside against a 6. And that's 3 stars on the inside. So Frazier's able to get better positioning on the inside. He fires away. That's a 53. He does land as it's below a 58. 2 shots. He digs a left to the body and up to the head. Will he add on to it? That's an 8. So Marciano's defense will not add on to it or take away. Power check for Frazier, 9. So Marciano takes the punishment well. Midway through round number 2. A hellacious fight. A 5 for Marciano. Nothing on the outside against a 1 for Frazier. Frazier again bullying his way in. Digging to the head and now digging to the body. And that's a huge combination. That's a 50 on the inside. This time he went to the head, then down to the body. 6 punches have landed. Defense check. Nothing. Power check for Frazier's a 5. Marciano is nailed. And it's an 8. He absorbs it well. Midway through round number 2, segment 5. Marciano is a 6 against a 1 for Frazier. 3 stars for Marciano. Takes it. Marciano forces his way off the ropes, bullying Frazier back. And that's a 37 from the inside. He lands 3 punches. A left, right, and a left. Will Frazier block any? That's a 5. No, Marciano digs another shot to the rib cage of Joe Frazier. Power check for The Rock. It's a 20, a possible cut in that tremendous combination by Marciano. Frazier pawing at his eye. Frazier's cut result 5 and under. It's a 4. We go to the cut result, a 7. And he has swelling on his right eye. So the lumping that Frazier has taken has produced swelling on his right eye. No concern, no result on the first time. Swelling on the right eye. We move to segment 6. Back and forth they go in this tremendous bout of legendary heavyweights. A 5 for Marciano's nothing on the outside. And Frazier has 1 star on the inside, and that's good enough. Smoking Joe is going to smoke right here. And that's a 28 for Joe Frazier on the inside. 3 punches. Again, he digs a right, left, and a left to the head. The big left hook that dropped Marciano in round 1. 11 punches have landed for Smoking Joe Frazier. Defense check. Nothing. Power check. 18. Nothing. Segment 7. Another barn-burning round. A 5 for Marciano. Nothing on the outside. And a 4. 2 on the outside for Frazier. Frazier now gets in punching distance. He throws, and that is a 96. A 96 is a possible foul. Frazier does land 1 punch, it looks like. And now his foul rating is a 3. No foul. We come down to the final 45 seconds. Frazier is taking control in a rock'em sock'em robot bout here. Marciano with a 2. That's 2 stars on the inside against a 6. And Frazier has 3 stars. Frazier imposing his will on The Rock, and that's a 77. He misses. Marciano with an opportunity to counter. That's an 8. Marciano misses as he needs a 1 through 6 to counter. And we come down to the final 15 seconds of round number 2. Frazier in control. That's a 2 for Marciano. 2 stars on the inside and a 4 for Frazier. 2 stars on the outside. Frazier goes first in this exchange. And that's a 64. He misses. Marciano with a countering opportunity. Land. That's a 1. Marciano leaps in with 2 big shots. Marciano trying to rally here. Now he goes on the inside, and that's where he wants to be. He lands 0 through 57. And that is a 10. And he will land 4 more big punches. The last one a short ride to Frazier's jaw. As he now has landed 15 punches. Will Frazier block any of them? No. Power check for Rocky Marciano. He needs a 7 and under. It's a 10, and there's the bell. So Marciano rallies. He scores 15 blows against Frazier's 12. So once again, Marciano scores 15 blows. And again, we're just going off. We have no judges. We're going off whoever scores the most or if there's knockdown. So that's 10-9 for Marciano. Good comeback round for The Rock. And let's do it on our spreadsheet here. So Marciano once again scores 15 blows. Frazier upped his input to 12. Marciano takes the round 10-9. Marciano's stamina is down to 84. Frazier's is down to 70. We prepare for round number 3. Marciano will have momentum if it's a toe-to-toe exchange. At ringside, we have Frazier, a card collecting treat, Bobby Catalano, Sports Time Machine, and Rob Explanation Point. Check out all those wonderful channels. So here we go, round number 3, Marciano and Joe Frazier in our 10-star Elite Championship Tournament. And here we go. There's the bell, a 4 for Marciano. That's 1 star on the outside against 2 stars on the inside as Frazier rolled a 1. Frazier trying to impose his will early here in round 3, and that's a 67. He will miss on the inside. Marciano will land a counter 1 through 6, and it's a 12. Both fighters throw and miss, mauling and brawling, pushing and shoving, a lot of wrestling. 2 strong pugilists here. Segment 2, and that is a 2 for Marciano. 2 stars on the inside and a 6. That's the best Joe can do. So even though Marciano is working well on the inside, Frazier will get the better of him here. And that's a 92. And they fall into a clinch. Again, mauling, brawling, holding, and hitting. Segment 3. No one's landed any significant blows here. The crowd is loving it here. And that double 2s. A 2 for Marciano on the inside, and nothing for Frazier on the outside. Marciano bores in. He's looking to score 0 through 57, and that's a 62. He misses his shots. Frazier now leaps in with his punch. That's a 15. He missed with a big left hook. 5 and a 4 for Marciano. Nothing on the outside. Frazier trying to continue his onslaught. 2 on the outside. Frazier working behind the jab. That's a 56. Frazier misses. Marciano dips and dives. Marciano comes up with a countering opportunity. That's a 6. Marciano lands 2 shots. A left and a short right. The first significant blows of round number 3. Marciano. Frazier. Marciano pressing forward. Frazier trying to meet him with the challenge. It's a 4 for Marciano. That's a 1 star on the outside and a 5 for Frazier. 1 star on the inside. Marciano throws the Suzy Q, the looping right hand, and he will miss. That's a 75. Counter by Frazier. Frazier misses, but he's in punching distance on the inside. Works his hands free. And that is a 16 on the inside. And he'll land 4 punches. Left, right, left, right. 2 to the body, 2 to the head. Will he add an additional one? No. Power check. That's a 9. No. Marciano absorbs those blows. Marciano steps back a bit, regroups. Segment 6 of round 3. A 3 for Rocky Marciano. 2 stars on the inside against a 4. 2 stars on the outside. Frazier goes first from the outside. And that is an 82. Frazier misses. Marciano with a countering opportunity. That's a 9. Now Marciano on the inside. Works his hands free. 73. He misses. Frazier will try to work short counters, and he misses. More mauling and brawling. Referee Ruby Goldstein breaks them. Segment 7 of round 3. A lot of mauling and brawling, not a lot of punches landed. Frazier right now has a 4-2 edge. And that's a 1 for Marciano. 2 stars on the inside against a 2. Nothing on the outside. So Rocky forces Frazier back towards the ropes. And that is a 0-4. Marciano pummels Frazier on the ropes with 5 punches. Another short right hand to the jaw. Marciano's landed 7 punches right now. Frazier, will he avoid any of them? No. Power check for the Rock. And it's a 5. A big blow could drop Joe Frazier. 5 and under, he's hurt. 2 and under, he goes down. It's a 17. He survives it. He's trying to hold on the ropes. The final 35 seconds of round number 3. Marciano with a 5. That's nothing on the outside, and a 3 for Frazier. Frazier fighting his way off the ropes. Yes, on the inside, so that's a 41. Frazier, a jab, a left to the body, and up to the head with the hook. 7 punches landed. Marciano actually dips under one as we roll a 1. So he dips under one of those punches, goes down to 6. Power check for Frazier. 20. Possible cut on Rocky Marciano. Marciano cuts an 8 and under, and there is no cut. So Frazier fights off the rope. Marciano has a 7-6 lead in punches, and this will decide who wins this round right here. The final 15 seconds of round number 3. It's a 3 for Marciano, 2 stars on the inside against a 1 for Frazier. 2 stars on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe, Billy Goat to Billy Goat. Frazier goes first. It's an 85. He misses. And it's a clinch. And we're going to play with the clinch rule, not with the supplemental clinch rule. And that ends the round as Marciano will not get his opportunity. But either way, he landed 7 punches. A lot of mauling and brawling. Marciano the worst output. But he takes the round 7-6. And that's 10-9 for Marciano. So, a lot of mauling and brawling. Marciano takes it 10-9. Frazier landed 6. Marciano landed 7. So Marciano's stamina now down to 78. Frazier down to 63. 2 very tough legendary pugilists in this bout. Frazier has not equaled his earlier output. And had he not dropped Rocky Marciano, right now it's even after 3 rounds, 28-28. We prepare for round number 4. It will be Marciano who will have the advantage, as Frazier clinched at the end. So I would take it that Marciano would have the advantage there. We prepare for round number 4. Both fighters off their stool. And here we go. Ding, ding. Here goes the bell. That's a 6 for Marciano. That's a 3 stars inside. You can't beat that. And that's a 1 for Frazier. So it's Marciano imposing his will early here in round number 4. And it's a 48 for The Rock on the inside. He will land 2 short punches. Will he add to it? Will Frazier block one? No. Power check for Marciano. And that short right hand could drop Frazier here. It was a 3. Frazier will be hurt. 5 and under. Down 2 and under. And it's a 9. So Frazier's chin has held up. Frazier's chin has held up. Segment 2, round 4. Marciano trying to get off to a quick start. Snake eyes. 2 on the inside for Rocky Marciano. 2 on the inside for Frazier. They're standing toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Billy Goat to Billy Goat. Marciano goes first. And that's not a good result. 75. He misses on the inside. Countering result for Frazier. And that's a 1. Frazier will land 2 shots on the counter. And now Frazier goes with his own combination. It's a 76. He misses. Will Marciano counter? Yes! It's a 4! So what an exchange! A wild woolly exchange. Marciano lands 2. What a hellacious start to round number 4. Snake eyes again. They're going to just beat the bejesus out of each other. Right in that center of that ring. They're flailing away. Marciano goes first. That's a 32. And he will land 3 punches. He digs to the body and an uppercut. Splits the Frazier guard, it looks like. Will Frazier block any of those? No. We will check, power check after. So now Frazier goes on the inside. And that's a, what is that? That's a 69. He misses. Countering result for Marciano. And Marciano! It's a 2. A left and another short right. Power check now from the original combination. It's a 20, a possible cut for Joe Frazier. He cuts 5 and under, and that's a 15. So Frazier taking a pummeling right now as Marciano forcing him back away from the center of the ring. Can Marciano continue his onslaught here midway through round 4? It's a 5 for Marciano. Not a good result. Nothing there for The Rock, and a 1 for Frazier. Frazier looking to come forward on the inside, and that is a 65. Frazier misses. A countering opportunity for Marciano, and that's an 11. So both fighters throw, both fighters miss. We're midway through round number 4. That's a 1 for Marciano, 2 on the inside against a 3. 2 on the inside. Again, they're going to stand toe-to-toe. Frazier goes first. And that's a 29 for Smoking Joe Frazier. And he's smoking. Short right, a left to the body, and up to the head with the hook. 3 punches land for Smoking Joe. Did Marciano block any? No, he does not. We'll check power check in a moment. Oop, wrong die. Marciano goes, and that is a 20 for Rocky Marciano as they stand toe-to-toe in exchange. 4 punches landed by The Rock on the inside. Again, those short right hands. Marciano's now landed 13. Did Frazier block any? It's a 3. No! With a 3, yes, Frazier blocked one of them. Goes down to a 12. Power check, Frazier first. It's an 8. Out of his power range, he needs a 6. Marciano needs a 7 and under, and that's a 19. Another possible cut here for Frazier. And it's a 1! It will be a cut or swelling, some sort of injury, a 14, and that is a gash! A gash on Frazier's left eye! Marciano has opened a gash on Frazier's left eye, and that is not bueno, folks. A gash on the left eye. And now we go to the cut and swelling chart, and that is a gash. 1 through 4, this fight is over. Via TKO, it's a 16. So Frazier pawing at the blood. As we come down to the final minute 30 of round number 4, Frazier is cut. Can Marciano take advantage here? And he will. That's a 6. You can't beat that. That's 3 stars for The Rock. He is in control, pressing his advantage here. Marciano will not land, though. He's a bit wild. That's a 74. Frazier looking to counter, and he doesn't. Segment 7 of round 4. Coming to a close here. And that's a 1 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 2. Nothing on the outside. So Marciano again imposing his will. He needs a 0 through 57, and he will get a 19. Marciano digs to the body and up to the head. 4 hellacious punches landed. He has now landed 16 blows on Joe Frazier. Will Frazier block any? No. Power check for The Rock. No, it's a 10. The final 35 seconds, a big round for Rocky Marciano. And it's a 3 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 6. And that's Frazier with a 3. So Frazier outmuscles Marciano on the inside, trying to regroup, take play away from The Rock. That's a 24. And he's going to bang away with a blistering 2-handed assault to the head, body, then back to the body. 4 punches land. 9 punches landed for Joe Frazier. 15. Nothing is blocked. Nothing is added. Power check for Frazier. An 8. Nothing there. Marciano absorbs it. Dips and dives. The final 25 seconds of a hell-bent round number 4 between Marciano and Frazier. That's a 6, and Marciano has it because that's 3 stars. You cannot beat 3 stars. And against a 1, that's only 2 stars. So Marciano can close the stanza in tremendous fashion here. And that's a 34. He lands 3 more thudding shots. Those short right hands are finding Frazier's head. And you know Frazier has that gash on that left eye. So that's 19 punches landed by Marciano. Did Frazier block any? No. Power check for The Rock. 7 and under. It is a 9, and there is the bell. So Rocky Marciano lands 19 punches as he increased his pace from a very slow output from round number 3. 19 punches. Frazier only landed 9. As that was round 4. How the hell did I mess it up on my score sheet? Oh, because I wrote it twice. Yeah. Over here. 19. Yeah. All right. That's fine. And Frazier landed 9. So Marciano landed 19 blows. Frazier's chin has stood up quite well, though. The only person to go down was Marciano. He was having a huge first round and got clipped with a left hook on the jaw. Went down, got up at the count. I believe it was 2 or 3. Took the mandatory 8. Frazier lands 9 punches. Stamina, Marciano 69, Frazier 44 as we enter round number 5. And Marciano now has the lead, 38-37. And he will have the advantage if it's a toe-to-toe exchange to start off the round. We prepare for round number 5. Marciano's taken 3 rounds. Frazier won the first, but he did score that knockdown. He's only down 1 point. Here's the bell for round number 5. It's a 3s across the board. 3-3. What will it be? We will see. 2 on the inside for Marciano. 2 on the inside for Frazier, as they're going to see who imposes whose will in that center of the ring. Marciano goes first, and that is a 14. A very good result for Rocky Marciano. 4 punches landed by Marciano. Again, working hard to the body and up to the head, landing those short right hands. Will Frazier block anything? No. We'll check power after. Now Frazier goes. And that's a 48 on the inside. He lands 2 left hooks to the body. And then comes up to the head. So let's see if Marciano blocks anything. No. And now Marciano's power check. 13. No. Frazier. 12. No. So they stand toe-to-toe and they bang away. Early here in round number 5, as Frazier trying to take play away from Rocky Marciano. That's a 6. Can't beat that for The Rock. That's 3 stars against a 5. Only a 1 star. So Marciano boring his way in. And that is an excellent result. That is an 8. That's a 4-punch, big punch combination. Again, those short right hands bouncing off Frazier's head. He already has a cut. 8 punches have landed. Did he block any? Smoking Joe does not block any. Power check for Marciano. 15. No power. No knockdown power. Segment 3, round 5. A 5 and a 1. Marciano nothing. And Frazier 2 stars on the inside. Frazier trying to fight his way off the ropes. And it's a good result. That's a 16. And Frazier, a blistering 2-handed assault. Left, right, left, right. Banging away on Marciano's rib cage and head. He's landed 6 blows. Did Marciano block anything? That's a 1! And Marciano dips away from one of those punches, so it's down to 5. Power check for Frazier. It's a 4! Could he drop Marciano again? Marciano goes down 2 and under. He's hurt 5 and under. It's a 3! Marciano is a bit staggered. Once again, Frazier has staggered Marciano. We go to segment 4. So it's all Joe Frazier here. He wants to get something on the inside. It's a 6, and he does. That's his best result there. So he's going to bang away freely, and he lands. That's a 14. 4 more big punches, and that will be a TKO check. A TKO check. So he lands 4 big punches on the inside. That is a 14. He lands 4 big punches. That's 9. This fight could be over, folks. What a shocker. And if it's a 3 or under, it's over. And the red die jumped the shark. We'll roll that again. Here we go. It's an 11. So Marciano survives it. Regains his senses a bit. And we move on to segment 5. It's been all Joe Frazier with the big punches, but still close in punch output. 9-8, Frazier. A 6 for Marciano, and right away he's imposing his will. That's 3 stars against a 3. That's only 2 stars. Marciano is on the inside, and he's going to let his hands go. He's got to land, but he misses. A 73. Countering opportunity for Frazier. He misses. We go to segment 6 of round number 5. Here's Rocky Marciano and Joe Frazier. A 2 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 5. 1 on the inside. So again, Marciano trying to impose his will. And that's a 64. He misses. Countering opportunity for Frazier. That's a 4. He's going to land on the counter. A left to the body and up to the head. That educated left hook. He's now landed 11. We come down to the final minute 20 of round number 5. A good rebound round so far for Joe Frazier. He's hurt Rocky Marciano. And that's a 2 for Rocky. And that's a 2 on the inside against a 4. 2 on the outside for Frazier. Frazier will go first from the outside. And that is an 8. That's an excellent result. 4 punches as he loops them in. The last one being a thudding left hook off Marciano's jaw. He's landed 15. Will Marciano block anything? He needs a 1. He rolls a 2. And Frazier digs 2 more shots in at Marciano. He's up to 17 blows landed. We will check power after Marciano goes. As I grab the wrong goddamn dice. So Marciano goes now on the inside. 88. He misses, and that's a clinch, but we will go power result first. And nothing. And they clinch. The referee breaks them. Final 45 seconds of round number 5. Smoking Joe Frazier trying to take play away from The Rock, and he has so far. The best round for Frazier, except that knockdown in round number 1. So Marciano gets a 5. That's nothing on the outside against Frazier's 3. And that's 2 on the inside. Frazier looking to end the round with a big bang. And that's a 64. Frazier misses on the inside. Marciano with an opportunity to counter. And that's a 2. Marciano comes right back with a Susie Q, banging off Frazier's head. And he digs a left into Frazier's ribcage. He's up to 10 punches. The final 25 seconds of round number 5. Frazier has won it unless Marciano drops him. And that's a 4 for Rocky Marciano. 1 on the outside against a 2. Nothing on the outside for Frazier. So Marciano will loop in another Susie Q. And he misses with the 67. Counter opportunity for Frazier. And he misses. And there's the bell. So a good round. A very good round for Smoking Joe Frazier. Frazier landed 17 blows to Marciano's 10. And he takes the round. First round, Frazier has won since round number 1. He takes it 10-9. So Marciano landed 10 punches. Frazier landed 17. Marciano's stamina down to 52. Frazier's down to 34. Frazier takes the round 10-9 as we prepare for round number 6. It's all even. Steven, 47-47. Frazier will have momentum out of the blue corner. As Frazier I messed my manual scorecard. I messed up here. Okay, this is 10-9 here. This is 10-9 here. Okay, here we go. We prepare for round number 6. And let's get our stamina check. So Marciano for round 6 has 52 stamina. And Frazier has 34. Both fighters off their stool. There's the bell, center of the ring. Here we go. It's a 4 for Marciano, 1 star on the outside, and a 3 for Frazier, 2 stars on the inside. Frazier trying to continue to press the assault as he did in round number 5 in the beginning here in round number 6, and he will. That's a 12 on the inside for Smokin' Joe. 4 punches land, and they are hard. Again, always ending with that thudding, educated left hook. Did Marciano block any? No. Power check. 4! Again! A chance to drop Rocky Marciano or hurt him 5 and under, and it's a 14. The Rock absorbed it. He has been down and he has been hurt. Marciano's landed a bunch of punches on Frazier. He's had that bad cut and swelling, but he's absorbed the punishment better than Marciano has. A 5 for Marciano is nothing on the outside against a 1. 2 stars on the inside for Smokin' Joe Frazier, and that is a 24. Again, Frazier on the inside lets his hands go. 4-punch combination, always ending with the left to the body and up to the head. 8 punches has landed. Did Marciano block any? No. Power check. 19. Possible cut on Marciano. Marciano cuts 8 and under, and it's a 9. So he paws at the eye, but there is no cut. A little bit of swelling, but nothing out of the ordinary. We continue with round 6, segment 3. That's a 6 for Marciano, 3 stars. He is large and in charge, in control against a 3, which is only 2 stars for Frazier, so it's going to be Rocky Marciano. He's got to land. He needs 0 through 57. He gets a 39, and he will land a 3-punch combination. Again, that short right hand crashing off Frazier's jaw. Did Frazier block anything? No, that's a 9. Power check for Marciano, 7 and under. And it's a 2. So Marciano, Frazier goes down, 2 and under. He's hurt, 5 and under. And it's a 19. Another possible cut on Smoking Joe Frazier. He cuts 5 and under. It's a 1. So if it's another left eye gash, that would be a second result there. And that's a 6. And it's swelling on the right eye now. They won't check for TKO. So that's swelling. Is that the second time? 6. Swelling on the right eye. Swelling. Oh, that's a second time. Second time they still don't check. The third time they will. So it's the second time for swelling on the right eye here. As Frazier's getting lumped up. We move to segment 4. Did I score the blows for Marciano? 3. I think I did. Well, we'll find out later. All right, here we go. Segment 4. A 4 for Marciano. That's a 1 star on the outside and a 3, 2 stars on the inside. So it's Smoking Joe Frazier. And that's a 91. And on the inside, that is a clinch. That ends that segment. We move to segment 5. So the fighters who've been bombing away at one another, now seem a little tired. Here we go again. Marciano with a 3, 2 on the inside against a 1, 2 on the inside. They're going to stand Billy Goat to Billy Goat. Frazier, actually Marciano will go first, and that's a 34 on the inside. 34, 3 punches landed. Again, always that right hand at the end for Marciano. That's his big punch. Let's see if Frazier blocked any. No. We'll check power after both fighters go. Here's Frazier, 86. He misses. Countering opportunity for Marciano. He misses. Now the power check for The Rock. It's a 4. Another chance to put Frazier on his seat of his pants. So Frazier is hurt, 5 and under. Goes down 2 and under. It's a 20. Another possible cut on Smoking Joe Frazier. His face is a mess. So he cuts 5 and under. It's a 19. So he continues to paw at his swelling, bleeding face. We go to segment 6. Frazier's landed 8 blows. Marciano 6. Marciano in control now. If it's he'll go first if it's in a toe-to-toe exchange, and that's a 2 for Rocky Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 6, and Frazier has 3 on the inside, so Frazier's able to impose his will. Frazier goes from the inside. It's a 60. He misses. 0 through 58. Marciano dips and dives away. Now he comes up trying to counter, and it's a 13. He missed with a go-home Suzy Q. Segment 7 of round number 6. Frazier with a 2-punch lead right now. It's a 5 for Marciano, his worst result on the card. That's nothing against a 6. Frazier forcing Marciano back. He's going to throw on the inside, Smoking Joe. It's an 83, and it's a clinch. So a lot of mauling and brawling with a minute 10 left in round number 6. Marciano with a 4, 1 on the outside against a 5, 1 on the inside. Frazier will go first. Frazier goes first from the inside. That's a 44. He will land. And it's a good 3-punch combination. And they're all left hooks. 2 to the body and bounces 1 off Marciano's head. He's landed 11 blows. Did Marciano block any? No. We will check power after, as Marciano had a 4, and that's a 1 on the outside. So Marciano, who does not land as proficient from the outside, 0 through 42, will try to loop in a Suzy Q, the overhand right, and he does not. That's an 89. He misses, and Frazier has an opportunity to counter with that left hook. It's a 4, and he thuds home the left hook. 2 left hooks. Boom, boom. 2 more punches, and now the power check for Frazier is a 10. The final 23 seconds of round number 6. Frazier 13-6 punches landed. It's a 1 for Marciano against a 2 for Frazier. So Marciano has it on the inside. He'll be punching away. That's a 33. He lands 3 punches on the inside. Left, right, and another right to the head. That's 9 punches for Marciano. Did Frazier block any? It's a 1, so Frazier blocked one of those blows. Power check for Marciano. A 3 at the end of the round. Can he drop Frazier? Again, Frazier hurt. 5 and under, down 2 and under. It's a 4. Frazier is hurt at the bell. So I believe when he starts the next round, Marciano will be unopposed. That's the way we're going to play it. Whether it's either fighter, that's the way we're playing it. So Marciano did land 2 out of the 3, and he wobbled Frazier. But Frazier takes the round in punches, as Frazier landed 13 punches in round number 6. He was hurt, and he has swelling and a cut. Marciano, the only fighter to go down, round number 1. And Marciano landed 8, so Frazier takes that round 10-9 and will take the lead. So Marciano landed 8 blows. Frazier a bit shooken up in the corner. He did land 13, however. Stamina now, Marciano 39. Frazier 26. So after 6 rounds of boxing, Joe Frazier has a 57-56 lead. What a bout using Glory Days boxing. And Marciano will be unopposed for the first segment of round number 7. And here we go for round number 7. Marciano's unopposed. If he lands 3 or more blows, it will be a TKO check. So Marciano wants something on the inside, and he's going to get it. 6, his best result. Doesn't matter. He's unopposed. That's 3 stars. So Marciano, if he comes out very quickly, and he misses an 88 over anxious, misses with everything, and Frazier grabs onto him as we move to segment 2. So opportunity lost for The Rock. Frazier's cleared his head now. It's a 1 for Marciano, 2 stars on the inside against a 3, 2 stars on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe in exchange. Marciano goes first, and that is a 30 for Rocky. That's what he needed before. That's a 3-punch combination. He lands them unless Frazier blocks one. Frazier does not. We will check power after. And here goes Joe Frazier. Again, they're throwing simultaneously. That's a 60. He misses on the inside. Marciano with the counter. That's a 4. He lands 2 more shots on the countering. That's 5 punches. Now we go to Marciano's power check. And it's a 20. Another possible cut for Joe Frazier. A facial injury. Again, 5 and under. And it's a 1. We roll to see the injury. It's an 8. Swelling on the right eye for a 3rd time. And now they will take a look at it. Swelling on the right eye. Marciano has lumped up Joe Frazier. He looks like the first fight with Muhammad Ali or the Thriller in Manila. So it's a 3rd time. And if it's a 1, the doctor's going to take a look at it with the referee. A 1, 2, or 3. This fight is a TKO. It's a 16. The doctor says it can go on. Frazier feels a bit of urgency now. We move on to segment 3 of round number 7. And that's a 1 for Marciano, 2 stars on the inside against a 5 for Frazier, 1 star on the inside. So Marciano, again, Frazier having trouble seeing. Marciano's got to take advantage of this. He cannot. That is an 89, and they fall into a clinch. They maul in the brawl, and Ruby Goldstein breaks them. We move to segment 4. And it's a 5 for Marciano. That's his worst result, nothing. And a 4, 2 on the outside for Frazier. Frazier trying to get back into play here. It's a 37 from the outside. He throws a left and a looping right hand. It looks like he lands both. Marciano, it's a 6. And 2 punches land. Now a power check for Frazier. That's an 8. Frazier again needs a 6 or under. Segment 5 of round 7. Fighters slowing down just a bit. Marciano with a 6. Best result, 3 on the inside against a 2. Nothing on the outside. So here comes The Rock. He's landed 5 punches to Frazier's 2, and that's a 22. How do you do on the inside? 3 punches landed possibly for Marciano. Goes to 8. Did Frazier block any of those blows? That's a 3. No. Yes! Frazier dips away from 1. It's 7 punches. Power check for Marciano. 7 and under. It is a 6. Once again, he could possibly wobble Frazier. 5 and under. He's hurt. It's a 3. Frazier is staggered from the right hand. We move to segment 6. Marciano goes unopposed. He wants to get on the inside. He wants to land 3 punches. It's a 3. He's on the inside where he wants to be. He needs to land 3 punches or more, and he misses the shots. 96. A 96 for Marciano. 1 punch lands. Possible foul. So Marciano's foul rating is a 6, and that is a 6. So what is the foul? The possible foul. So now we roll again, and that's an 18. Elbows. So that's an elbow. And it's the elbow, it's a warning. Ruby Goldstein warns him about using his elbow on the inside. The first warning for either pugilist. Here in round 7. Elbow. So Marciano still in control. 8 punches to 2. We're at segment 7 of round 7. That's a 5 and a 5. And that's a horrible result for Marciano and a 1 star for Frazier. So Frazier taking offense to that elbow. Will try to pound away on the inside at Marciano. And that's a 12. And that is a 4-punch assault by Joe Frazier. Again, always ending with the left hook to the body and up to the head. 6 punches now landed. Unless Marciano blocks something, it's a 12. No. Power check for Frazier, an 8. So Marciano absorbs those blows, dipping and diving away. We come down to the final minute of round number 7. Marciano with an 8-6 lead. And that's a 3 for The Rock, which is 2 on the inside against a 4. 2 on the outside for Frazier. Frazier goes first. That's a 95 on the outside. A possible foul. He lands 1 punch. Frazier's foul rating is a 3. No foul. So now Marciano will go on the inside as it's a toe-to-toe exchange. And that's a good one. That's a 16. He's going to land 4 hard punches. Digs to the body and the right hand up to the head. 12 punches for The Rock. Did Frazier block any? No. Power check for Marciano. It's a 7! And that is just in the range of The Rock. Frazier hurt. 5 and under. Goes down 2 and under. It's a 20. Another possible facial injury for Frazier. His face looks like ground beef. 5 and under. It's a 1. My God, he's bad luck for Smokin' Joe. And that's an 18. And that's a bloody nose, so he is just a freaking mess. Swelling, bad swelling on the right eye. Now a bloody nose in this round. A cut over his left eye that they've done a fairly good job with. Bloody nose. And they don't do anything for the bloody nose until the 4th time. So we move to the final 25 seconds of round number 7. And it's been Marciano. That's a 4 for Rocky Marciano. 1 on the outside against a 1. 2 on the inside. So Frazier trying to end the stanza with some punishing blows. 87. And that's a clinch. And the bell sounds. Marciano lands 12 blows here in round 7. Frazier landed 7. Frazier taking. His face is a mess. Marciano did wobble Frazier, and Marciano takes the round 10-9. So Marciano landed 12 blows, as Frazier's stamina will be down to 14 now. Frazier landed 7, as Marciano was able to impose his will. Marciano's stamina down to 32. Marciano takes his first round since round number 4, 10-9, and this bout is all even, folks. It's been a slobber knocker. We prepare for round number 8. And Marciano will have the advantage if it's an opening toe-to-toe affair. Round number 8. And here's the bell. Dead even fight. It's a 3 for Marciano and a 6 for Smokin' Joe Frazier. A 3 is 2 on the inside for Marciano, and a 6 is Frazier's best result. 3 on the inside. So Frazier coming out like a madman. And that is a 20 on the inside. Frazier again, 4 blistering punches. Again, the educated left hook pounding away head and body. Did Marciano dip and dive away from anything? No, that's a 15. Power check for Frazier. That is a 9. Marciano absorbs the punishment. Holds on, they break. Segment 2 of round number 8. Wrong die, Al. Here we go. A 5 for Marciano. The worst result, nothing. And a 3. Frazier wins it by default. 2 on the inside, and he's where he wants to be. Frazier works hard for his money on the inside. And that is a 31 by Smokin' Joe Frazier. A 31 as a 3-punch combination. And this time a short right lands on Marciano's jaw after 2 left hooks to the body. 7 punches landed for Frazier. Did Marciano block anything or dip and dive away or add to it? No. Power check. Frazier looking for a 6 and under. 13. Again, Marciano absorbs the punishment. The round continues here in round 8. It's a 4 for Marciano. 1 on the outside against a 6. Frazier really coming back hard in this round. 3 on the inside for Smokin' Joe. But that's a 92. And that is a clinch. And again, they're pounding away with the free hand. The ref finally breaks them. Segment 4, round number 8. Even Steven bout. A 2 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 6. That Frazier beats him with a 3 on the inside. Smokin' Joe with a 42. 3 punches land, and they're all thudding left hooks. 2 to the head, and he digs 1 to the body. 10 punches landed. Anything added to it? No, that's a 14. Power check. Frazier looking for a 6 and under. It's a 20. A possible cut on Marciano, or facial injury. Marciano an 8 and under. We check. It's a 4. So we go to the cut swelling chart on the card. And that is an 8. And it's swelling on the right eye, which Marciano starting to get lumped up now. Swelling on the right eye. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. On the first result, no check. Ref just takes a quick peek at it. And we move to segment 5 of round number 8. Marciano has not landed a blow yet. And that's a 1 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 5. 1 on the inside for Frazier. So Marciano is going to try to come rearing back here, and he does with a 12. And that is a 4-punch combination as he throws that short right hand on the inside. Did Frazier block anything? That's a 6. No, he does not. Power check for Marciano is a 13. Frazier stands up well to those blows. We go to segment 6. Marciano's finally landed punches. It's a 5 for Marciano and a 6 for Frazier. Frazier's on the inside. That's his best result. 3 stars on that 6. And it's a 37. A 37 on the inside. 3 more punches landed. And Frazier digs to the body and up to the head with the left hook. 13 blows landed. Did Marciano dip or dive away from anything? No. Power check. And it's a 15. No. So a good round for Frazier. 13-4 so far. Segment 7, round 8. 5. Marciano, his worst result. Frazier wins this by default, and he's going to be on the inside. That's where he wants to be. And that is an excellent result. That is a 5, a 4-punch assault on Marciano. He pushes Marciano back. 17 punches landed so far. The left hook is working overtime for Smokin' Joe. Was Marciano able to dip and dive away from anything? No. Power check, and that is a 6. So again, Frazier has an opportunity here to hurt Marciano or drop him. 5 and under, he's hurt. 2 and under, he goes down. It is a 15. Marciano ties up and now walks Frazier back towards the center of the ring. We come down to the final minute of round number 8. What about it's been? Deuce has gone wild. A 2 for Marciano, 2 on the inside, nothing on the outside for Frazier. Can Marciano land the go-home punch? And he will not. That is a 90 on the inside. And that is a clinch. We come down to the final 25 seconds as referee Ruby Goldstein breaks them. A 1 for Marciano, 2 on the inside against a 3, and that's 2 on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe as we go to the bell. Marciano goes first. It's a 76, and he misses. Frazier with a countering opportunity. He misses the counter, but Frazier stands right in the pocket, and he fires away with a 35. Frazier will land with a 35. 3 punches, all left hooks, 2 to the body, and a bangs one off Marciano's cranium. He's now landed 20 punches to Marciano's 4. A huge round for Smoking Joe Frazier, trying to wear the Rock out. Will he add to it? No. Power check. Again is a 4. Possibility of Marciano being hurt or going down. And it's a 14, and there's the bell. So Marciano stands up to the blows, walks slowly back to his corner. A huge round for Smoking Joe Frazier. His best output. 20 punches landed compared to Marciano's 4. As that swelling on the right eye seemed to bother the Rock, Frazier was able to stay in his punching distance and in a great rhythm. So that's going to be a tremendous result. 20-4, we're still going to give it 10-9. And it's 10-9 for Frazier as he's going to take a 2-point lead now. All right, so Marciano only landed 4 punches. He did have an opportunity to hurt Frazier, but didn't get the roll. Frazier landed 20, and that's going to bring the stamina pretty much. That save drove Frazier for 1 more round. He'll still have full stamina. Why is that a 4 in round 9? Why is that a 4? Did I mess up the formula? U22. Yep. Okay, we don't. We got to change that. Yeah, that's got to be equals here. All right, let's just actually escape and delete. As there's a delay, as the referee and the doctor are discussing something. And let's get this right. Let's change the formula here. Oops, that's not right. And now everything's in order. And we will begin round. Let's save that. So the doctor speaks to the referee. As they looked at Joe Frazier, Frazier takes that round 10-9 and now has a 1-point lead, excuse me. What a fight, 76-75. Marciano's stamina to start round 9 is down to 12. Frazier's is down to 10. This could be the last round that they have full stamina. So Marciano 12, Frazier 10. Frazier took round 8. We await the bell for round number 9 as we're at the midway point of this 15-round pugilistic extravaganza. And Frazier will have momentum. Here's the bell for round number 9. Both fighters are tiring. It's been one heck of a pugilistic contest. And that's a 2 for Rocky Marciano. That's 2 on the inside against a 6. Frazier's best result, 3 on the inside. So Smoking Joe imposes his will in the center of the ring. He gets his hands free. He's going to bang away, and he does with great result. That's a 23 and a 23. 4 punches land. Again, the left hook. 1 right and 3 lefts. The last one banging off the side of Marciano's cranium. So 4 punches land. Did Marciano dip and dive away from anything? No, that's a 19. And now power check for Frazier. That's a 13. So Marciano's absorbing the punishment. But will the dam finally break? Segment 2 of round number 9. And that's a 2 and a 6. 6 beats Marciano's 2, and it's on the inside. Smoking Joe Frazier in a rhythm now. He is smoking, and that's an 11. A great result for Frazier. 4 more punches bounce off Rocky Marciano. That's an 8. Did Marciano avoid any? No. Power check. 2. So again, Frazier could hurt Marciano. A 5 and under. It's a 7. Marciano absorbs it. Chugs forward. It's been all Smoking Joe Frazier again. Marciano's got to turn the tide of battle here. And they're both with 3s. 2 on the inside for Marciano. 2 on the inside for Frazier. Frazier will go first. A hellacious toe-to-toe exchange. And that is a 19 for Smoking Joe Frazier. 3 punches landed. Possibly he's up to 11. Marciano, does he avoid? Oh, toe-to-toe exchange. You don't check for defense. My fault. So now Marciano goes. And then we'll check for power. And that is an excellent result. That is a 2. Marciano, they're standing toe-to-toe. Frazier lands 4. Marciano lands 5. And now we go to the power check. Frazier first. It's a 4. Now we go Marciano. It's a 10. So Frazier again could possibly drop the rock as he did in round 1. It's a 13. He does not. This has been an unbelievable battle. The fans are on their feet cheering. Segment 4, round 9. Frazier starting to turn the tide of battle in his favor. It's a 3 for Marciano. It's a 2 on the inside against a 2 on the inside for Frazier with a 1 again. They're going to stand away and pound away. Frazier goes first. That's a 19 for Smoking Joe. 4 more punches are bounced off the body of Rocky Marciano. The left hook bangs him upside his head. 15 blows possibly landed. As it's a toe-to-toe exchange. No defensive check. And a 39 for Marciano. He comes back with 3 punches. As that's an 8 punches landed for Marciano. Frazier with 15. Frazier power check. 12. Marciano power check. 5! A possibility to drop Joe Frazier and turn the tide of battle. Frazier is hurt. 5 and under, down, 2 and under. It's an 11. Again, Smoking Joe Frazier's beard is held up pretty much throughout this bout. 15-8 lead halfway through the round in round number 9. And that is a 3 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 5. 1 on the inside. So Marciano trying to wear down Frazier. He goes. And that's a 17. A 17. Boom, 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 boom. 4 punches. The short right. The thudding one. So 4 punches. Marciano's up to 12. Did Frazier avoid any? No. Power check. 4! Again, Marciano opening up. Can he drop or hurt Joe Frazier? Needs a 5 and under. It's a 5! Frazier is staggered. Frazier is staggered back towards the ropes. Marciano looking to end it here. He goes unopposed. He wants to get on the inside. It's a 5. He's on the outside. So 0 through 42 he lands. It's a 19! 19! 3 punches land! The looping right hand crashes on Frazier's jaw. 15 punches land for Marciano. We go to the will check, the TKO check now. A 3 and under. This fight is over. It's a 4! Frazier barely survives as his knees buckle. He ties up and the referee breaks them. Segment 7. Oh, what rocky moments are here in round 9 for both of these outstanding pugilists. Fan favorites, both of them. Here we go. The final minute 15 of a hellacious barn bruising round. A 1 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 5 for Joe Frazier. 1 on the inside. The Rock forces Frazier back towards the ropes. And it's a 35. And he will land 3 punches. 18 punches landed for Marciano. Did Frazier block any? No. 17. Power check. 15 for Marciano. So Frazier, both men becoming arm weary as they batter one another in one of the most tremendous pugilistic contests ever witnessed by mankind. Segment 8 of round 9. It's a 2 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 4 for Frazier. 2 on the outside. Marciano goes first as he bores his way in. It's a 67. He misses. Countering opportunity for Frazier. It's a 3. Frazier on the counter lands a left-right. 17 punches land for Frazier. Now Frazier is in 4. on the outside, slides away. He throws from the outside. It's a 69. And he misses. Marciano with an opportunity to counter. It's a 1! Marciano thuds away with 2 punches. Unbelievable! So both fighters missed their initial punching, but the counters get a Marciano with 20, Frazier with 17 punches landed. We come down the final 20 seconds of one of the greatest rounds in pugilistic history. It's a 6 for Marciano. You can't beat it. It's a 3 on the inside. Frazier with a 3 is a 2 on the inside. Marciano looking to land big as we come to an end of round number 9. And he will land huge. It's a 0-1. 5 punches land, and the fight is over. 25 punches. He pins Frazier on the ropes. And jumping in as the bell's right about to sound is Ruby Goldstein. 5 punches land. Oh, my fault. Wait a second. No, I'm wrong. The bell rings. Because you have to see if Frazier is a 1, and that 1 saved him. Goes down to 24. It goes down to 24. I can't cheat. Not that I'm cheating for either guy, but you have to roll for I forgot to roll for defense. You roll your defensive die. So, as there's confusion in the ring, the fight will continue. The fight will continue. Unbelievable. The fight continues. As Marciano and his corner thought it was over, Goldstein was just going as the bell sounded, and they thought it was a TKO. Frazier was pretty much helpless on the ropes. As I take a sip of water, the 1 saved him, as it took away 1 punch and put it to 24. You got to roll the defensive check. So a confusion. This is boxing, folks. There's confusion at times. But Marciano takes the round 10-9. And both fighters will be now without stamina. They'll be fighting on heart and determination, folks. Heart and determination. What a fight. So Marciano 1 blow away from ending it. 24 punches. Frazier landed 17. Marciano takes the round 9, 10-9. As we go to round number 10. Unfreaking believable. So Marciano landed 24 punches. Had we rolled anything higher than a 3, the fight was over. But we rolled a 1, so Frazier's pure guts keeps him standing. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. What about? And that's it. They have no stamina left. So why is that not working? Did this not work right? 24. 9. All right. So that's right. This is wrong. Delete that. Bear with me a moment. I got the formulas messed up. And put a minus sign here. There we go. Check this. W. V, W, X. I don't know why those were wrong. Okay. It looks good now. Let's save it. All right. Wow. So they're both out of stamina, and that brings up a difference. When Marciano 1 punch away from winning this. Had this been a 10-round bout, we're coming down to round 10, but it's a 15-rounder. Unbelievable fight. Hope everyone's enjoying it. So now both fighters are out of stamina. We go to their second column. Marciano's punching power goes from a 7 to a 5. And if it's a second knockdown, it's a 9. We haven't done that yet. And Frazier goes from a 6 to a 3. And the knockdown, the chins, Marciano goes from a 2 to a 3. And Hurt from a 5 to a 6. Frazier goes from when he's hurt, he's more susceptible to a knockdown, or tired, excuse me. He goes from a 2 to a 5 and a 9 to be hurt. So that's a huge difference. And all punches are now reduced by 1. So all punches are reduced by 1. Son of a... We haven't gone to a knock. Did we go to a +1? No, because we haven't dropped it. Because Marciano still has the +1 trait. For if we go to a knockdown, we add 1 more to the chin. So Frazier's knockout for the chin will be a 6. Because he's out of stamina. All right, we prepare for round number 10 in one of the most hellacious contests witnessed to mankind. And again, the confusion is all set with. The fight continues. Goldstein was jumping in because it was the end of the round. As that one saved Joe Frazier. That one. Will he take the opportunity? So here we go. 2 tiring, legendary pugilists. The bell for round number 10. As that is a 2 for Marciano. And that's 2 on the inside and a 3 for Frazier. They're going to stand Billy Goat to Billy Goat head-to-head, center of the ring. Marciano goes first, and it's an 84 on the inside, and it is a clinch, and that ends that. So the referee breaks them. 2 tired pugilists here. We go to segment 2 of round number 10. Marciano with a 3. That's 2 on the inside against a 6. Frazier beats him with a 3 on the inside. So Smoke and Joe trying to get back in that rhythm. And he will with an 11. That is an 11. Smoke and Joe Frazier lands 4 punches possibly. Always working that left hook overtime to that body and then up to the head. Will Marciano dip and dive away from anything? That's a 15. No. Power check is a 5. And if Frazier had stamina, it would have been good. But now his power's down to a 3. So Marciano absorbs those blows, but Frazier letting his hands go. The bout continues here in round 10, and Marciano's going to come right back like a banshee. He's got a 6, which is 3 punches on the inside against a 3, 2 on the inside. So Marciano boring in, forcing Frazier back. He throws, and that's a 30. So a 30. A 3-punch combo, possibly for Marciano, trying to land that short right hand in on the inside. Did Frazier block any? No. Marciano now needs a 5 and under, and it's a 7, which would have been good, but now he's out of stamina, so his power is slightly diminished. We go to segment 4. 2 tiring fighters still pounding the bejesus out of each other. They want to advance in our 10-star Elite Championship tournament. And that's a 1 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 3. 2 on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe. Marciano goes first on the inside, banging away. It's a 16. Oh, shoot. That's a 3 and a 2, excuse me, because your result, the punishment goes down by 1. I forgot that. So a 16 for Marciano. 4 punches reduced to 3 because of stamina. So that's 5 possible punches landed on the inside by Marciano. Frazier is not able to avoid any of them or add to any of them by Marciano. Now Frazier goes on the inside, and that's a 75. He misses. Marciano with a countering opportunity. That's a 9. They tie up, and the referee breaks them. Segment 5 of round number 10. The bout continues. It's a 3 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 5. 1 on the inside. So Marciano bores in. Again, Frazier looks like he's weakening. Marciano trying to impose his steel will. And he does not because he is tired. That is a 60. Frazier will try to throw a counter. And he misses. They tie up. 2 very tired fighters who have given their all in the prior round. Some fans thought it was over. But it was just referee Ruby Goldstein jumping in at the bell. Both fighters roll 5s. That's a horrible result for The Rock. And it's good enough for Frazier. 1 star on the inside. So Frazier trying to reach deep down. It's an 83. Frazier, they fall into a clinch. They're working the free hand. The referee breaks them. So right now, Marciano has a 5-3 lead with 3 segments to go in round number 10. Marciano with a 3. 2 on the inside against a 6. Frazier beats it with 3 stars on the inside. Smoke and Joe trying to get going. A great result. A 2, which is 5 punches landed, reduced by 1 due to stamina. So that's 4 possible punches landed. 7 punches landed now by Frazier. Did Marciano avoid any? No. Power check. Frazier needs a 3 and under. And it's a 3! He could drop the tiring Rocky Marciano. And Marciano now goes down 3 and under. And is hurt 6 and under, and it's a 10. Marciano ties up Frazier and walks him back towards the rope. The referee breaks him. Segment 8 of round number 10. Frazier has a slight edge in punches now. It's a 5 for Marciano and a 6 for Frazier. Frazier wins that outright. 3 stars, so Frazier stops and fires, and it's an 18. 4 punches reduced to 3. 10 punches possibly landed. Did Marciano avoid any? No. Power check. 5. No. So again, the stamina comes into play. Would have been a possible knockdown. The final 25 seconds. Smoking Joe Frazier up 5 punches. Will take the round unless The Rock does something huge. And it's a 5 and a 5. Nothing for Marciano. And 1 on the inside. So Smoking Joe Frazier has really reached down. He will win the round. That's a 50 on the inside. 2 reduced to 1 punch landed. A hook. So that's 11. Did Marciano avoid it? It's a 2, and he does. So no punches are landed, and there's the bell. Marciano dips away from a slow hook, but Frazier will take that round. As Marciano only landed 5, Frazier, both men with hearts of champions, Frazier landed 10. So Smoking Joe Frazier lands 10 punches. How disappointing. 1 punch away from a TKO. And Marciano landed 5. And again, the stamina's done. And Joe Frazier now takes the round 10-9. And after 10 rounds of boxing, he's up 95-94. In one of the greatest pugilistic contests ever witnessed by mankind. And Frazier will have momentum as we start round 11. So a 10-9 round for Joe Frazier. Unbelievable bout here, folks. Unbelievable. We prepare for round number 11. Ding, ding goes the bell. The 2 tiring pugilists move to the center of the ring. A 1 star for Marciano. That's 2 on the inside against a 4. That's 2 on the outside. Frazier will go first. He's going to try to loop in a left hook. And that's a 55 from the outside. He misses. A countering opportunity for Marciano. That's a 20. He misses, but Marciano bores in on the inside. He's going to try to let his hands go. And he will with great success. That's a 13. 4 punches reduced by 1 due to the stamina. That's 3 possible punches landed by The Rock. Frazier, 16, is tired. Can't avoid any of those blows. Power check for Marciano is an 18. Again, these tiring fighters, the power has been reduced, but Marciano lands first. We go to segment 2 of round 11. It's a 4 for Rocky Marciano, and that's 1 on the outside against a 2, and that's nothing, so Frazier is tired. Frazier trying to catch his wind here. Marciano's going to throw the looping right, the Suzy Q, and he misses. That is an 88. They fall into a... No, that's a missed punch. Frazier will counter, and he misses. So 2 tiring fighters. The action slowing down a bit. And that's a 2 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 5. 1 on the inside. So Marciano again imposes his will, forcing Frazier back towards the ropes. And that is a 60. Marciano misses on the inside. Frazier will try to counter off the ropes. And he does! So that would normally be 2 punches, but reduced by 1. So he only hits him with 1 counter shot. The second one misses. We go to segment 4 of round number 11. As Frazier trying to fight his way off the ropes. It's a 3 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 2. Nothing on the outside. Marciano again forces Frazier back to the ropes. And he will land 17. 3 punches as it was 4 and it's reduced by 1. So 6 punches have now landed for Marciano. Did Frazier avoid any? No. Power check for Rocky. 5 and under. It's a 15. So he's landed good, effective scoring blows, but the zip on both of these pugilistic punches are a bit down now. As the stamina is gone, a 2 for Rocky Marciano. Again, a 2 on the inside against Joe Frazier. Frazier reaching deep down. That's a 6. So it's 3 on the inside. Frazier fighting back. And it's an 85. He misses as Marciano dips and dives away. An 85 on the inside is a clinch. And he grabs on. Segment 6 of round 11. Fighters are tired. Goldstein looks at both these battered warriors. And it's a 6 for Marciano. 3 on the inside. Marciano now reaches down in his tank of reserve. And a 2 against Frazier, which is nothing. So Marciano has a big opportunity here. On the inside is a 31. 3 punches reduced to 2. That's 8. Did Frazier avoid anything? No. Power check. Marciano needs a 5 and under. And it is a 9. Minute 15 left in round number 11. Marciano up 8-1. Punches landed. And it's a 4 and a 4. Someone's going to be shown the door. A 1 on the outside for Marciano and a 2 on the outside for Frazier. So Frazier gets his punches off first, but 48 will not land from the outside. He misses. Marciano throws a countering right hand, and he misses. Oh, boy, that was the go-home blow for Rocky Marciano. The final 40 seconds here in round number 11. Marciano with a 6, and that is 3 stars against a 4, 2 stars. So Marciano forces Frazier back to the ropes, and he cannot land again. Frazier, they're so tired, leaning on each other. A 62, he misses. Frazier will try to counter. The tiring Joe Frazier counters with a 1. One punch lands, the second one doesn't. The referee breaks him. The final 15 seconds as they move back towards the center of the ring here in round number 11. It's a 6 for Marciano and a tiring Joe Frazier. Marciano gets in on the inside. And it's a 93. They fall into a clinch. And there's the bell. But Marciano landed 8 punches. Frazier only landed 2. Marciano takes the round 10-9. So Marciano landed 8 punches. Both fighters just tremendous heart. Frazier only landed 2. And Marciano takes the round 10-9. We are tied at 104 as we head very close to the championship rounds, 13, 14, and 15. We have round number 12 coming up as they're working feverishly on both pugilists in their corners. Marciano will have the advantage if it's a toe-to-toe exchange to start off. Woo! So Marciano takes round 11. We have 4 more rounds to go. Unbelievable bout with a beautiful game, Glory Days Boxing. And here we go, Phantomatics at ringside along with Thrice-A-Roni. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's the bell, round number 12. 3s for both fighters. 2 on the inside for Marciano, 2 on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. These 2 tiring warriors are going to throw. Marciano goes first. 74. He misses. Frazier, tiring, will try to counter. He cannot. But now Frazier's in his punching range. He's going to let his hands go, tiring or not. And that's a 51. That was a 51. And he's going to land 1 punch. It would have been 2, but they're past the stamina. You reduce it by 1. That's 1 punch. Can Marciano avoid it? It's a 3. No! 2 more punches would have been landed, but only 1 more. Again, Frazier lands an extra punch, and now this power check for Frazier needs a 3 and under, and it's a 1! Could he drop a tiring Rocky Marciano? Marciano's chin check is now a 3 and under, hurt 6 and under, and Marciano goes down for the second time of the bout. Marciano is down. He went down in the first, and now he goes down in the 12th. Joe Frazier catches Marciano coming in once again with the left hook. A 2 and under. This fight is over. It's a 7. So Marciano is hurt. Frazier will go unopposed. He wants to get on the inside. It's a 2, and he'll be from the outside. So Frazier might see a golden opportunity slip away, but that's a 10-8 round unless Marciano can drop him. So from the outside, as it's a 2, he lands 0 through 45, and it's a 91. Opportunity lost, a chance at a TKO. A 91 is a clinch, and that ends that. We go to segment 4. But Marciano's been down twice now. I got to mark that over here. As Frazier scores his second knockdown, and that could be huge. Actually, that is huge. So here we go, segment 4, round number 12. Frazier seems to be in control. It's a 3 for Marciano, 2 on the inside against a 4. 2 on the outside. Frazier will go first. And Frazier 63, on the outside, he misses. Marciano with a countering opportunity, 9, he misses, but he gets on in the inside. Marciano needs a 0 through 57, and he gets the 57, so he'll land one punch. Again, his stamina reduces the 2 to a 1, but Frazier might block it. He does not. Power check for Marciano. Marciano needs a 5 and under, and it's an 18. So Joe Frazier's beard has held up better than the rocks. Halfway point of round number 12, Marciano went down again. So it is a 4. 1 star on the outside for Marciano, 2 stars on the outside for Frazier. Frazier's going to try to loop in a couple of punches as he tries to bore in. And that is a 3. Great result for Joe Frazier. 5 punches reduced by 1 due to stamina. So that's 4 big punches. The left hook bangs off Marciano's head at the end. So that's 4. He's got 6 punches. Did Marciano avoid any? That's a 3. No, he eats another punch from Joe Frazier. 2 reduced by 1. So at 7 punches, power check. Again, needed a 3 or under, and it is a 9. So Marciano taking a beating in this round. Still hasn't cleared his head from being knocked down. Segment 6, round 12. Could it be the beginning of end for the Rocky Marciano? It's a 1 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 4, which is 2 on the outside. Frazier again. When I say the outside for Joe Frazier, it's just he's not right in. He's still in punching range, just a little farther out, and that's a 55. He misses. Marciano's got to take advantage of this opportunity. He does not. He misses his countering shot. Marciano's now works his way on the inside. He's got to let his hands go, and it's a 60. Frazier will counter, and he gets him again with the counter. 1 shot, a left hook. Segment 7 of round 12 been all smoking Joe Frazier. It's going to be a 10-8 round unless The Rock can drop him. And that is a 2 for Marciano, and it's a tiring Marciano. 2 stars on the inside against a 4. 2 stars on the outside. Again, Frazier will go first. He's in his punching distance. 38 from the outside. 1 punch will land because it's reduced due to stamina. 9. Can Marciano avoid it? No. So now Marciano goes as he gets in on the inside. Make sure 2. Yep, on the inside. And that's a 58. He just misses. A countering result. And Frazier ties up. Final 45 seconds in a huge round for Joe Frazier. 9 punches to 1, and he's dropped Marciano. It's a 10-8 round all the way. Here we go. A 5 for Marciano. Nothing. A 3. Frazier wins it. And he's on the inside. That's where Smokin' Joe wants to be. He wants to smoke on the inside. It's a 41. He will score on the inside. 2 punches. Again, 3 reduced by 1 due to stamina. So Frazier bangs the left to the body and up to the head. 9 punches possibly landed. Marciano, did anything get avoided? No. We move to the final 20 seconds and a huge round for Joe Frazier. He has dropped Rocky Marciano for the second time, and Marciano with a 6. That's 3 on the inside against a 3, which is 2 on the inside. So Marciano's going to try to land something big here at the end. He's on the inside. He needs a low roll. He gets a 53. He'll score possibly 1 blow as 2 reduced by 1. So possibly he lands a right hand, a short right hand. Frazier does not avoid the punch. Marciano needs a 5 or under. It's a 14, and there's the bell. So Marciano lands, but not with the authority that he wanted. Marciano, very tired. He only landed. He was knocked down, badly hurt. He only landed 2 punches. Frazier landed 11. He scored his second knockdown. Frazier takes the round 10-8. That is huge. He's won 2 rounds 10-8 now. Marciano only scored 2 punches. Frazier scored 11. And there was a knockdown. So that is a 10-8 round. As Frazier scored the knockdown. And we come to the championship rounds. 13, 14, and 15. Marciano will have to sweep these rounds to win the fight by a point. Can he do it? Can he come back from defeat? Marciano will be in control because he landed the last punch. So, if it's a toe-to-toe exchange. We prepare for the championship rounds, the hard luck round, round 13, in an unbelievable contest here in our 10-star championship tournament. All right, here's the bell. Round 13. Marciano's got to turn the tide of battle. That's a 3. 2 stars on the inside against a 1. 2 stars on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe. Marciano goes first, but Frazier has been the better of him in these last few rounds, and that's an 82. Marciano misses, and Frazier with on a miss. There's a countering opportunity. He misses. Now Frazier goes on the inside. He misses. So these fighters are tired. They're throwing, but they're missing. And a lot of misses. They fall into a clinch. Ruby Goldstein forces in the break. We go to segment 2 of round 13, the hard luck round. Marciano with a 5, his worst result, nothing, and a 4. Frazier 2 on the outside. So Frazier gets in his punching distance, not on the inside though. He wants to be closer, and it's a 34. Frazier with a 34 will land 2 punches, 3 reduced by 1 due to the stamina. Again, that left hook, that educated left hook. Let's see if Marciano can avoid one. It's a 4. No, 1 more punch lands as Frazier digs to the body. It would have been 2, but it's reduced by 1 due to stamina. And now the power check. Frazier needs a 3 and under. It's a 19, a possible cut on Marciano. Marciano cuts 8 and under, and it's a 2. Let's see what the cut or swelling is a 10. It's a cut left eye. A cut left eye for Rocky Marciano. He is pawing at it here in round 13. A cut left eye. He has swelling on the right eye. Now he has a cut left eye. It's not a gash, it's a cut. Still, blood is coming from it. It is flowing. Not as bad. It is a trickle. And a cut left eye, the first time, nothing. Second time, the doctor will look at it. Segment 3 of round 13, a good start for Joe Frazier. These pugilists are a bloody mess, pounding away on one another. It's a 1 for Marciano, 2 on the inside against a 4. 2 on the outside. Frazier goes first again, trying to work on that cut. It is a 59. He misses from the outside. Frazier misses from the outside. Marciano will go from the inside, but he has a countering opportunity. He misses the counter. Marciano forces his way in. He's got to let his hands go. He's got to land. And he will not. An 84. Dead tired. Both fighters clinch again. Marciano now with a 2, which is 2 on the inside against a 4, which is a 2 on the outside. So they're going to exchange. Frazier goes first, 26. Lands 2 possible punches as 3 is reduced by 1. Did Marciano avoid any of them? No. We'll go power check after. Marciano on the inside, 35. On the inside, 35. It's going to be a decent result. 3 punches reduced by 1. So that's a 2. Did Frazier avoid 1? That's a 4. It would be a +1, but you reduce it, so nothing lands. And now power check for Joe Frazier is a 9. Marciano needs this huge. He needs a 5 and under. It's a 13. So the steam has gone out of Marciano's punches, it seemed. We're in segment 5, round 13, the hard luck round. 1 for Marciano, 2 on the inside against a 6 for Frazier. Frazier forces Marciano back. Frazier will let his hands go on the inside. It is a 69 on the inside. He misses as Marciano dips and dives away. Countering opportunity for Rocky. It's an 11. As they tie up and the referee breaks him. Segment 6, round 13. It's a 3 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 5. 1 on the inside. So Marciano trying to land the go-home punch. And he might. That's a 16. 4 punches reduced by 1. 5 possible punches landed. A tiring Frazier is a 2. He will slip 1 punch. It goes down to 4. Marciano, power check. He needs a 5 and under. It's a 6. Again, that would have been good if he had the stamina. Final minute 20 of round 13. 5-4 for Joe Frazier. Marciano's got to win these final minutes. Final minute 15. It's a 1 for Marciano, which is 2 on the inside against a 3. A 2 on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe. Marciano goes first. And he misses. That's an 83, and it's a clinch. That ends everything. The referee breaks him. These fighters are exhausted. Here we go once again. A 4 for Marciano. Johan Oliver asked on a counter punch. Well, by the game rules, no. You could do house rules. I'm not playing. Normally, my house rules I do check, but I'm not doing that in this tournament. So, good question. Thank you for joining us. All right. So, it's a 4 for Marciano, which is 1 star on the outside against a 1, 2 stars on the inside for Frazier. So, Frazier, 2 tiring fighters, but he's going to get his punches off. 88 on the inside. And they fall into a clinch again. The final 20 seconds. Marciano's got to land a couple of punches here if he has any hope of victory. It's a 2. 2 stars on the inside against a 2-0 for Frazier. Marciano has an opportunity to steal this round. And he will not. That is an 85. They fall into a clinch. And there's the bell. 2 tiring fighters go back to their corners. And Frazier will take that round 10-9. Marciano only landed 4 punches. Frazier only landed 5. What about it's been? They're just tuckered out. They have pounded the bejesus out of each other. Frazier has dropped Marciano in the first and then dropped him again in the 12th. And has now taken this round. Marciano will need a knockout, it looks like. All right, so Frazier landed 5. Again, the stamina's gone. The stamina is gone for both these fighters. Marciano had to win that round, and he did not. And Frazier takes it 10-9. He's now up 124-121 with 6 minutes of boxing. Even if Marciano takes the final 2 rounds, he will lose by 1 point. He needs a knockdown for a possible draw. And then they will refight it. Or I'll just eliminate both of them. I don't know what I'll do. Because I only have 10 fighters. Eliminating 2 will actually make things better. These are the 10 fighters who had 10 stars. So it will be Marciano was the one who missed his punches at the end. So if it's a toe-to-toe, he goes first. All right, here we go. Final 6 minutes of boxing. Rounds 14 and 15. Let me make sure I got that right. Yes, rounds 14 and 15. So Frazier took round 13, 10-9. Here we go. Marciano's got to do something. There's the bell. 5 and a 5. Marciano, nothing. That's his worst result. He can't have that, and it's 1 star. It's enough for Frazier to work his way on the inside and let his hands go, and that's a 32. As long as Frazier lands punches and keeps Marciano off balance, that's a 32. 3 punches, reduced by 1, it's 2. Did Marciano avoid any? No. But nothing's added to it. Power check for Frazier, an 11. So Frazier is tired, but he's dropped the rock twice. Here we go. Marciano's got to reach down. 5 and a 5. Again, a horrible result for Marciano. And just enough for Frazier to get his hands free and work on the inside. And a great result of 2. 5 punches reduced by 1. That's 4 punches landed. Did Marciano avoid anything? No. Power check. Frazier's been able to drop him even when they were both tired. 19 possible cut on Rocky Marciano or facial injury, and that's a 1. So what will it be? Rocky Marciano, it's a 2. It is swelling on the left eye. So both fighters' faces look like ground beef right now. And there's nothing to check. When it's swelling on the right eye, oh my God, they have taken a pounding. We go to segment 3 of round 14. Frazier in command. Marciano, that's a 1. 2 on the inside against a 3. 2 on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe. Frazier will go first on the end, or start off the exchange. 97. And it's a clinch. Frazier likes that. That ends that. So both fighters dead tired. Marciano not able to throw. And there's that supplemental rule that you can let the other guy land 1 punch, but I'm not going to do that because I didn't start with that. So a 5 for Marciano. Frazier will win it by default. No! It's a 2! So both fighters have no stars on the outside, so it'll be an exchange. They're just in punching distance. Frazier goes first. That's a 23. 3 punches reduced by 1, so it's 2. That's 8 punches landed by Frazier. And did Marciano miss 1? It's a 1. He avoids 1 punch. So it goes down to 7. Power check after. Now Marciano goes from the outside. He's got to land the Suzy Q, the go-home punch. And that is a 45. He misses. Countering opportunity is a 3. 2 punches reduced to 1. Frazier hits him with a soft right hand. 8 punches have landed for Joe Frazier. Nothing for Marciano. Power check from 16. Nothing. We go to segment 5. It's been all Joe Frazier as Marciano is fading. And fading fast. A 5 and a 6. Frazier forcing Marciano back towards the ropes. Great opportunity for Frazier to try to 55 on the inside. He lands 1 punch. Marciano avoids the second. That's 9 punches. Unless Marciano avoids the other one. He does not. Power check is a 7 for Frazier. So Marciano standing up to the blows, but he is weakening. He's on the ropes. Can he fight off the ropes? That's a 5. No, he can't. Frazier keeps him pinned to the ropes at distance, though. 2 on the outside. So here goes Joe Frazier. He scores 0 through 45. It's an 87. He misses. Marciano's going to try to land the go-home punch on the counter. He misses. Final minute 15 of round number 13. Frazier 9. Marciano nothing in punches landed. Snake eyes, 2 on the inside against 2 on the inside. Marciano forces his way off the ropes. Frazier goes first. And that's a 92 on the inside. And oh, he ties up Marciano. And they wrestle, and finally the referee breaks him. Final 40 seconds. Marciano, Frazier just smothering him on the inside, not letting him punch. Great move by Joe Frazier. Here we go again. A 1 is a 2 on the inside for Marciano, and a 4 is a 2 on the outside. Frazier will go first from the outside. That's a 75. He misses. Countering opportunity for Rocky Marciano is a 7. He can't land, but he gets in punching distance. He gets on the inside. He's got to work and work hard. It is a 46, and he will land 1 punch. The second punch is missed due to stamina. Will it? Well, he might miss both. It's a 2, and he misses both punches. We come down as Frazier somehow avoids the second blow. The final 20 seconds, Joe Frazier is 3 minutes away, it looks like, possibly, of advancing. It's a 6, so Marciano, knowing he's behind, a 6-3 on the inside, forcing the action against a 2, which is nothing. Frazier backing up a bit. Marciano getting in punching range. He's got to land and land big, and he will not. That is a 69. Frazier ties him up, and there's the bell. There is 3 more minutes of boxing. Joe Frazier is 3 minutes away from an absolutely outstanding victory. He landed 9. He was so close to being TKO'd back in round number 10. 9. I thought it was actually a TKO, but then I had to roll the defense check. He rolled a 1. It blocked 1 punch, and that was enough. So unbelievable. They'll be talking about that for the ages. Marciano landed nothing. It comes down to the final 3 minutes. Frazier just has to not get knocked out. We come down to the final 3 minutes. Joe Frazier looks to be advancing. He's up 4 points, 134-130. Marciano has to land the go-home punch. Frazier will have momentum, or will go first in the toe-to-toe exchange to start off, if that's what it is. So here it comes down, the final 3 minutes of boxing. They come to the center of the ring. Ruby Goldstein says, great fight. Touch gloves. They touch gloves. They smile. And now they'll beat the bejesus out of each other one more time for 3 more minutes. 2 fantastic pugilistic legends. Frazier 3 minutes away from victory. Marciano needs the Suzy Q. Here we go. Marciano with a 6. That's 3 stars on the inside against Frazier's 1 star on the 2 stars on the inside. So Marciano loading up. One last charge for The Rock. He needs to land. And he will. That is a 5. That will be a 5-punch combination reduced by 1. Marciano going all out. 4 punches possibly landed on Joe Frazier. He can't avoid any of them. He's tagged with all of them. Frazier going backwards. Marciano needs to roll a 5. He rolls a 3! Could Frazier go down? Unbelievable! Frazier goes down 5 and under. Oh, God damn it. The red die jumps the shark. The excitement's too much. Al hits his head on the desk. I'm going to knock myself out. Here we go. It's a 10. Oh, he stood up to it. He's a 9 and under. He would have been hurt. But it's a 10. Oh, boy. Frazier staggering back, but still regains his senses. Marciano has to continue the assault. 2 on the inside for Marciano on the 2, and nothing. So Frazier continues to back up. He's still a bit groggy. Marciano's got to land again. It's a 34. He lands 3 punches, reduced by 1. That's 6. Will Frazier avoid anything? No. Marciano needs a 5 and under. It's a 4! Again, Marciano could drop Frazier. He's going all out. Frazier goes down 3 and under. 5 and under, and he's hurt 9 and under. And it's a 13 again. Frazier's chin and beard hold up. Marciano pouring it on, trying to end it here in round 15. It's a 2 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 3. 2 on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe. Marciano goes first. 86. It's an 86 for Marciano. On the inside, they clinch. So Frazier is more than happy to clinch as he's well ahead. Marciano needs a knockout. And it's a 1 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 4. 2 on the outside. Marciano again will go first as he bores in. And that is a 49. And that will be 2 punches reduced to 1. Unless Frazier avoids it, he does not. So Frazier goes from the outside. And that is a 13. And Frazier will land 3 punches. Frazier actually lands 2 jabs and a right hand. It's a 4 reduced by 1. Let's see if Marciano avoids anything. No. Power check for Marciano. He needs a 5 and under. He gets a 9. Frazier needs a 3 and under. He gets a 12. So both tiring fighters landing, giving it their all, but just some zip out of their punches. We go to segment 5 as the clock is ticking away on Rocky Marciano. It's a 5. Horrible result for The Rock. He could be tiring. It's 1 on the inside for Frazier. That's enough. Will Frazier land? That's a 15. 4 punches. Again, working on the inside, letting his hands go. 4 reduced to 3. He now lands 6 punches. Did Marciano avoid any? No. Power check for Frazier. 11. No. Clock going tick, tick, tick on Rocky Marciano in this tournament. It's a 2 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 3. 2 on the inside. They're going to stand toe-to-toe. Will Frazier try to tie him up? Frazier will go first. And it's a 12. Again, Frazier letting his hands go on the inside. 4 punches reduced to 3. Possibly more? No. So all 3 punches land. And now Marciano goes, and then we'll go power check. Frazier will go first. That's a 41. Marciano lands 2 punches as a 3 reduced by 1, so that's 9 punches. Frazier on the power check now. Actually, let's see if Frazier avoids anything. No. Frazier on the power check. 4! He needed a 3, so he misses. He doesn't have... Now Marciano on the power check. He needs a 5 or under. It's a 3! Could he drop Frazier? He needs to drop Frazier. Frazier goes down 5 and under. He's hurt 9 and under. It's a 17. Oh, my Lord. Frazier taking a beating but holding up. We're down to the last minute 30. Marciano pouring it on. Just not enough. It's even in punches, but Marciano's had the harder blows. It's a 2 for Marciano. 2 on the inside against a 5. 1 on the inside. So Marciano forcing Frazier back to the ropes, trying to end it. Great result. That's a 4. That is a 5 punches reduced by 1. So Marciano now at 14 punches. 13. Did Frazier avoid any? No. Marciano once again needs a 5 and under. It's a 12. Final 45 seconds. Frazier looking to hold on. It's a 5. Horrible result for Marciano and a 1 for Frazier. Frazier gets on the inside. He lets his hands go. And that's a wonderful result. He lets his hands go as we come down to the end. He's flailing away. He'll land 4 punches, 5 reduced by 1. That's 13 punches each. Marciano avoids nothing. Power check. No, the final 25 seconds of the bout. The crowd is on its feet. The crowd is on its feet. Marciano, a 1. Frazier, a 1. They will stand toe-to-toe in the ring like the great pugilists they are. There are none better. There might be equal, but none better than Marciano and Frazier. And the fans are cheering. Oh, crap. Who landed? Oh, Frazier goes first. And a great 50. It's a 50. And he will land one punch. Possibly. So now Marciano does not avoid it. He is hit once. We go power check after. And now Marciano has to land the miracle of miracles. 57. He will land one punch unless Frazier avoids it. And he will have one last opportunity. Frazier, power check. 11. No. Marciano needs to roll a 5 or under and then a 5. He's got to roll 2 5s and under. Actually, he's got to roll 3 5s and under. 17. The bell sounds. The bell sounds. The fighters hug each other. The fans are standing on their feet. That was a dead even round. What a fight. They both landed 14 punches. Marciano gave it his all at the end. But the 2 knockdowns were definite killers. So it's a 10-10 result. Smoke and Joe Frazier will advance 144-140. He dropped Marciano 14 punches. Not that it matters. He dropped Marciano twice. Joe Frazier landed 161 punches. Marciano 147. Marciano went down in the first and in the, was it the 12th? He went down in the first and the 12th. And Joe Frazier is the winner. Again, we weren't using any judging. We just went off. This is the way we're going to do the tournament when we play it. We went off punches landed. Obviously, Marciano, the knockdown, he won the first round huge, but the knockdown makes it 10-8. So that knockdown was a killer. And when he got knocked down in the 12th, Marciano was 1 punch away. He had scored 25 punches in round 9. But I thought it was a TKO, and I said, I got to roll the defense. I rolled a 1. A 1 on defense is a minus. 1 through 3 is a -1. That reduced the punches landed by 1. That reduced the punches landed by 1. And Marciano, who everyone thought was a winner, there was some confusion. Ruby Goldstein was stepping in because it was at the bell. Had we had one more segment, he possibly could have stopped him. But unbelievable, great fight. Joe Frazier advanced. Our next fight will be tomorrow at some point. I was going to do another one today. Well, it is today. But it'll be James J. Jeffries and Gene Tunney. This is the 10-star championship tournament. We're going to have a tournament maybe for all the stars, meaning how many stars you have. So we have 10 fighters. So when we get down to the final 5, we will roll a dice. And whoever gets that gets a bye. We'll have it so, it'll be at the end, it'll be 4 against 4 kind of thing. So our next bout, I think we're just going to go James. I just rolled dice. It was random. So James J. They're all 10 stars. They're all going to be good fights. James J. Jeffries versus Gene Tunney. And then we have Mike Tyson versus Jack Johnson. Peter Jackson versus Joe Louis. I might do that next. And Muhammad Ali against Jack Dempsey, which ironically I've done in Title Bout Championship Boxing. So it's going to be a rematch. So, and that's the featured fight on my page when you go to my channel, Dempsey and Ali. Anthony is here, the developer of Glory Days Boxing. Hope everyone enjoyed the bout. It went long, but it was awesome. Johan Oliver says, great fight. Anthony says, it looks like, it was a war. It was absolutely beautiful. Marciano was 1 punch away, Anthony. 1 punch away from a TKO in the 9th. He had 25 punches landed. I said Marciano wins by TKO, and then I remembered I have to roll for Frazier's defense. I rolled a 1. And as you know, a 1, 2, or 3 is -1. It was just enough to keep Frazier in the fight. You like the spreadsheet. I do too. I messed up a formula, though. But it's fun. I think it's good to do. It slows down. If you're not streaming, it slowed me down a little bit, but I think it's well worth it. It does the math for you. Of course, I messed up the formulas. I had to fix them. But yeah, that is awesome. So, and I'm actually going to save it I just went over the last one I did. Great fight. So Joe Frazier knocks down Marciano in the first and in the 12th and wins 144-140. They beat the bejesus out of each other at the end. Marciano threw everything he had at the end, just couldn't drop Joe Frazier. And Frazier wins 144-140. He landed 161 punches. Marciano landed 147. Awesome game. Glory Days Boxing. And we'll put the link is on the page. And if it doesn't, I don't know why sometimes the links don't work. You just go to Sideline Strategy Sports where you can buy Payoff Pitch. And the developer Anthony, that's Bleacher Bums Gaming, is in the chat. Great fight. What a way to start off the tournament. Absolutely marvelous. I love... now I'll secretly be rooting for Joe Louis, Marciano. It was a great fight. Great fight. You can't... Both fighters stood up. Wonderful boxing sim game. As Bleacher Bums Game is a friendly 1D20 to get the Rock on. Oh, yeah, I was rolling low. Frazier was on fire. And then it wasn't the Rock's night. He literally had 25 punches, but you have to roll for the defense. You have to. I even said, I remembered, as soon as I said, the fight's over, I went, I got to roll for defense. I rolled a 1. Fight's not over. The bell sounds. And there was confusion, I said. And the fight went on. There would be controversy. They'll be talking about that, but they shake hands at the end. They hug. Marciano wishes Frazier good luck. Frazier says, you're a hell of a fighter. And so unbelievable. Frazier beats Marciano in a slobber knocker. They might be a rematch down the line. Dwayne Bobbick I've not won a bout with yet. Bobbick is 0-3. I played 5. This is my 1, 2, 3. My 5th bout tonight. Biggs, the decision Bobbick in 10. Unanimous decision. Weaver losing badly to Spinks. Late in round 6, TKOs him. It was a 10. These are 10 rounders. Joshua knocked out Coetzee in 4, TKO. Then, you'll like this result, Anthony. You will love this result. Frank Bruno, after being bludgeoned in the first round, knocked out Deontay Wilder in the second. The one punch he landed, like the one combination, the dice were with Frank Bruno. Such a fun game. Such a fun game. I love this game. It's so much fun. I just rolled 5 games. Now, this is the game we put on. I might even play another one, not on. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I think Oliver asked if you check for power after counters. I have the homebrew ruled, but I didn't play it that way. And I think I did the rules pretty much right. I never had the Mahler trait I used in the beginning. We never got to the Iceman because he never knocked Frazier down. That's when we have to use the Iceman trait. So, yeah, our next fight, if I go in order, I think I will. Though I might bump up the Ali Dempsey fight. I don't know. So it's either going to be Ali and Dempsey, that rematch. And Ali, check out that fight on my channel page with him and Jack Dempsey using Title Bout Championship Boxing. I think tomorrow, actually, I'm going to do Title Bout Championship Boxing, go back to my tournament, my other tournament. Great. Oh, my God. I love this game. This game is so much fun. I rolled 5 games. 5. I was listening to Dave Little and I was playing. Great game, Anthony. Wonderful game. Yeah, it was a wicked shocker. Bruno, where is it? Hold on. Not that you guys care, but I have the... Oh, it's right here. So, Deontay Wilder in round 1 landed 15 punches. Bruno landed 3. Okay? And I didn't write down because it was a knockout. I wish I did. I should have wrote the punches down. But Deontay Wilder... actually, no. Okay. So Wilder dominated the first round. And then Bruno, on the first combination, my faux pas, on the first combination of round 2, knocked him out at 56 seconds of round 2. So Wilder's in Glory Days Boxing is now 2-1 with 2 KOs. Frank Bruno's 1-0 with 1 KO. And my other results, and I have to add the ones I did prior in the beta. Anthony Joshua is now 2-1 with 2 KOs as he TKO'd Harry Coetzee, who's 0-1. Coetzee actually had a good first round, got beaten to death in the second round. It was an even third round, and then Joshua pummeled him. TKO in the fourth at the 227 mark. Mike Weaver was down. He had won round 1, 10-9 on all three judges. And then he lost rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5. So he was way down. His stamina was almost gone. And then he TKO'd Michael Spinks early in the 6th. He got him early in the 6th. 49-second in the 6th. Okay. That's the other fight. Joshua, I said that one. Then Terrell Biggs beat Dwayne Bobick, unanimous decision. Scorecards 98-94 and then 99-93 on the two other judges. So those are the fights I did tonight. Again, great game. Glory Days Boxing. Unfreaking believable. Anthony, you just made such a wonderful, wonderful game. So no one's going to watch this because it's 2 hours, but if you watched it live, it was enjoyable. I lost a little steam after I thought Marciano was TKO'd Frazier, and I picked it back up. Because, I built the emotion in, and I was like, oh, man, the fight's still... Which I didn't care. I felt bad that I forgot to roll the... sip of water. The defensive roll. Which you got to. You can't cheat. I like both fighters. It's a game. You can't... if someone would have picked up that I didn't roll it, and you can't do that. It was a great fight. So all these are going to be great fights. And I think what I want to do is not necessarily all of them on. These will all be online, but I call them like this is the 10-star Tournament of Champions. The next one's the 9-star Tournament of Champions, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, Bobby can't beat anybody. I'll probably play one more game. I'm a glutton for punishment. So with Bobby tonight, I'll find something to listen to. So anyway, it's like 1 a.m. almost. I could play another one, but all right. Well, thank you very much once again. Joe Frazier advances. He drops Marciano in the first after Marciano was beating the bejesus out of him. Marciano walked into a counter left hook. I mean, I called a counter. It wasn't a counter, but I called it a counter. And then he got dropped again in the 12th. They beat the hell out of each other toe-to-toe in the 15th. Frazier advances with a decision, 144-140. Frazier landed 161 total punches, Marciano 147. And if you want this, try him against Joe Grimm, LOL. Yeah, he probably would lose that one too, but you never know. So this is a little spreadsheet I developed. Can you see the game, though? I kind of stretched the screen out. Does that look okay? I mean, I thought it looked okay. Do you like the setup? If anyone can comment, there's still 8 people watching. I thank you all. I thank Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming who came in at the end. Ken Castro, thank you very much. He says, wow, great entertainment. Johan Oliver, great fight. Thank you very much. Phanomatic, thank you. Thriceroni, thank you. Sports Time Machine, thank you. Bud W, thank you. Rob Explanation Point. Todd B, thank you very much. Moni G, thank you. That's awesome. Moni was here. Sorry I missed you guys early. I was just concentrating on the bout. Bobby Cantilano, thank you very much. I think we got everybody. MP Fox, thank you. I don't think it's going to... The Cubs, the Bears. Friday Night Fights with Al. Great commentary. All that's missing is Gillette Razor Blade commercials. He's the best. The great way. Roger Ward, thank you. The original Grognard, thank you. It's tough for me to look at the chat when I do this, and I apologize. We're going to have a fun chat with Al, hopefully, tomorrow. Unless God doesn't let me wake up. Then what can you do about that, right? All right, so that's pretty cool. How do you like the setup? Need more weight classes in time. Oh, yeah, they're coming. They're coming, Johan. They're coming. He's going to do all 8 original weight classes. This is a phenomenal game. Anthony says can see everything. Ken Castro, great setup. Okay, excellent. Thank you. All right, it's 1 o'clock. I want to talk. You know what I might do? I might just come back on and chat after. I don't know. Thank you very much. Health and happiness. Great fight. Once again, unbelievable. Before I go, what fight would you like to see next? Gene Tunney against James J. Jeffries. Mike Tyson versus Jack Johnson. Peter Jackson versus Joe Louis. Or Muhammad Ali versus Jack Dempsey. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to go back to my Title Bout Championship Boxing Tournament because I got to get that going again. That's a lot of fun. I have 2 great boxing games now. I'm just freaking psyched. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says, lightweights next, Johan, and then middleweights. As Johan Oliver says, excellent. Thanks, guys. So who do you want to see? Jeffries, Tunney, Tyson, Jack Johnson, Peter Jackson, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, Jack Dempsey. Or I'll just go in whatever order I want. Tunney, Jeffries. Ali, says Phantomatic. Tunney, Jeffries, says Anthony. I might do Ali tomorrow with Title Bout. Because I still have Ali and Dempsey. I'm definitely going to do those 2 in Title Bout. And I might sim the others. Because no one watched my... It's a shame because it was fun. Corbett and Williams. But no one... I mean, again, I listen to it over because I love it. I like listening to the fights. You know, I love boxing. So, all right, we have Ali and Dempsey, and then we have Tunney and Jeffries. So our next 2 fights, okay, so let's see if anyone else says anything. No one says anything. All right, so I will go Jeffries and Tunney next, and then Phantomatic will do Ali and Dempsey. Because we'll do Ali tomorrow. I think we'll do Ali tomorrow on my Title Bout Championship Boxing. So we'll get both. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to probably set up and do a quick chat with Al for about 45 minutes because I'm wired. I can't sleep now. All right. Thank you. Once again, Frazier defeats Rocky Marciano. He drops him twice in the first and in the 12th. He wins 144-140. He advances in our 10-star championship tournament. Till next time, watch out for the big left hook. God bless. You know it's coming. Peace!